So how do you actually sign clients? I know that's a crazy question to ask, but I find myself repeating myself over and over and over again. We all have a similar bird of paradise dance. Your cuckoo goes out there as loud as it can across the jungle, trying to attract in other birds, trying to attract them into your nest. And then when you're in your nest, obviously, you're looking to make that magic move, to sign them onto your course. How do you make that magic move? How do you get them from liking a post to actually buying your package? For me, that's all about the discovery call. I've openly said that I'm not going to talk about my cold DM and DM strategy, because the first rule of our DM strategy is you don't talk about it, like Fight Club. But I don't mind telling you about my discovery call strategy. So how do you do it? Where's the magic? What do I do? How do I get them to actually sign? It's a good question. Obviously, you have the DM strategy, and that's all lined up to get them onto a call. When you get on the call, there's a certain technique that I use. I call it the hourglass technique, but I also look at it as listen, lead, and close. 3 stages. The first stage, obviously, is you get there 5 minutes early. You definitely don't want to be late. You don't even just want to be on time. You want to be there early, at least 5 minutes. And even before that, I've done my research. You've got to think about this as an interview. I remember employing people and I wouldn't even look at their CV, but I would look at all of their social media channels. I'd want to see if I can resonate with them, what I can use, how I can relate to them. Do your homework. Sign into the Zoom or the Google Meet, whatever it is, 5 minutes before. Just be organized. Just be there ready. So when they come on, you're there, ready to go. The first part of the hourglass is all about an introduction. And that's got to be nothing more than 30 seconds to a minute. Look, I'm Greg, a coach here at the CoachTrap, and I'm here to help you. I would love it if you could tell me a little bit about yourself, what your problem is, and then we can talk about how we can help you. And then you listen. And this is the starting part of the hourglass. And the first real stage of the discovery call. What are their problems? Number 1. Number 2, what obstacles do they have? And 3, where do they want to be? Where do they envisage themselves being in, say, a year's time, 3 years' time, 5 years' time? I openly ask them to think about themselves as a character in their own life movie. But you want them to talk. And some will talk for 20 minutes. Others will talk for 3 or 4 minutes. But you need them to talk. You need them to vent. You need them to feel good about themselves. And while you're listening, you're making notes, whether you've got a remarkable and you're jotting it down, or whether you're just making a mental note. As you're listening, start already thinking about how you're going to solve their problems. What are you going to do? So you've got 1, 2, and 3. The first one is, what are their problems? You're already starting to make a mental list, already starting to work out strategies. The second one was, what obstacles do they have? How can they get over it? Can they move from having 1 social media channel to 3 or 4? And where do they envisage themselves in 3 years' time? Can they start off with just one-to-ones? Can they build up to having a YouTube channel? Can they have a book, a course, a community, whatever it is? What is the bigger picture? Here is the next part of the hourglass. So we've gone past listen, and now we're in to the lead. You answer those questions, and you answer them with such confidence that they buy into you. This is something that I stress to people over and over again. You won't find my prices anywhere. They're not advertised, because people buy you, they don't buy the offer. You are there to answer their problems. You are there to fix their problems. They don't want to hear about you. And that's crucial, a fundamental part to this discovery call process. Don't talk about you. Talk all about their problems and how you can fix it, even about how you fixed other people's problems similar to theirs. That's the middle part of the discovery call, crucially important. And then you give them 30 seconds, quick Q&A as you work into the final stage. Just a few questions. How long does it take? How much does it cost? How much interaction do they have with them? Give them what they want. Give them what they need. That's the important part. Be flexible. This isn't one size fits all. For me, I create a program to cater for each individual need. Everyone's different. Some will want more than others. Some will want a longer period of time. It doesn't matter. but there's no room for error. And success is the only option. That's what I tell everyone. And now we are getting to the third section of the hourglass, the closing section, the hard part, the cringeworthy part, where people struggle with this bit. This is the hard bit. With coaching, I honestly believe that all coaches are type B. They're the nicest people in the world. I tell people that coaches are like the lollipop ladies that you see at school. They give stuff for free. The marketers are the Wolf of Wall Streets. They're the type A's. But marketers don't make great coaches, and coaches generally don't make great marketers. But you've got to go right up the middle, and you've got to lean into that line with the close. I try my best to get people to sign during the video. Doesn't mean they've got to get out their credit card or, sign the link there. A verbal agreement. That's all you need. I will see you on Wednesday. I will see you on the 1st of May. I look forward to sending you the plan for how this is going to work and a payment link. Looking forward to working from you. I'll see you in a week's time. That's the verbal agreement. And that's what you need. And that's leaning into your line, looking straight down the camera, deep into their eyes, and getting them to buy into you, not so much your offer, but you individually as a coach. So that's it. That's the magic, the discovery call. How do you get them to sign? You build a relationship. Once you've built the relationship for a DM strategy, you get them on a call. If you get them on a call, you're already halfway there. It's just about smoothing it out, just about the smaller details. Hope that helps. And remember, whatever you do, don't fall into the coach trap.